Hello, everybody. I think we're live. I won't talk too much like I usually do. I'm just going to let technology connect, do its thing, and I will make sure everything is running as needed. And as you join me, please pop your name in the comments, say hello, and let me know where you're watching from, where you live. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to those who are online already. I can see a few people connecting. Say hello to me in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. And I'll just let this happen for a couple of moments. Hello, Michelle in New Zealand. How are you? Hope you're well. Michelle, you're first on board, my love, to say hello. Welcome. So, Michelle, I'm going to pop your name down to do a reading in New Zealand. I hope you're doing okay. If you're anywhere near Auckland and the earthquakes and that this week, I hope that you are safe and all the family and friends are safe as well. And we have Amber McMahon from New Zealand as well. Amber, we're going to pop you on the list as well. Hello from New Zealand as well. Michelle is in Wellington, windy Wellington. I've been to New Zealand a couple of times. I really enjoyed New Zealand. First time was when I was 18 and the next time was a few years later, probably about 10 or 11 years or so ago. And I did both islands, top to bottom, side to side. It was wonderful. And my most favourite place over there is Bay of Islands. I just loved it. Hi, Michelle Mendes from Queensland. All right, Michelle, I'm going to pop your name down too, my love. Thank you. And Amanda Bell in Townsville. I'm doing a little differently today. Instead of waiting a while and then having a chat and then pulling names out of those people I'm drawn to as you have come on, I'm actually writing your name down at the moment. Lisa Jean from, I think, Lisa, you're from Tasmania. Fantastic. Whereabouts in Tasmania, my love? So, Lisa, I've written your name down. And we have Susan in the USA. Wow, Susan, stay on board. And we will draw a card for you as well. And Susan is in Golden, which I think, is that Colorado? I think. In the USA. So I've just jotted your name down too. And we have Tammy Little in the USA. Stay on board, Tammy. So try to be patient. And if I have mentioned your name here so far, I've actually have you on my list to pull cards for. Today's going to be a little bit different. I'm not too sure if I'll get an hour in today. It's just one of those days. And I've sort of decided that today I don't think we're going to get too, deep down and dirty and dare ignite and awaken as such. But we'll just do a bit of chatting. And as I say, the people whose names I've read out so far, I'll pull you a card and do a brief reading for you. I'll read those names out again in a moment just so that those people know, because sometimes people just drop in and then they decide that they can't stay for whatever their reason. So I always like to let people know that if you're on the list so you can hang around. And it's all about patience. Patience is a big thing being tested at the moment. So there's a little conversation that may come in about patience, about being patient, how to be patient, or you will just understand that you need to be patient. the last week or so for me has been about patience, and the last few days has been about patience, about people pushing my buttons. But why are they pushing my buttons? Is it me? Is it them? Is it just the energy, the waves and the connection? Is it miscommunication? Are my buttons being pressed to make me more aware of where I'm at and what's going on around me, for me and within me? And that I need to be patient, and that I need to be kind. You're welcome, Tammy. You're welcome. So there's a lot going on about patience, isn't it? I forget where I was. I was on here the other day. I think might have been in Spirit Readings, another platform. Yeah, that was last Thursday night. We were talking about keeping things, the simplicity of life and so forth, where now the patience is starting to come in, to be realised, to be recognised, to be connected with. There's a lot going on, and I'm sure for many other people there is. So we need to look at what do we need to be patient about, and why do we need to be patient? As I say, is the test coming from you yourself, or is the test coming from those who are surrounding you, the circle that you're moving in? Is it the family dynamics, the friend dynamics? Is it your workspace dynamics? I interact in different spaces with different types of people from different walks of life for all different reasons. So whenever I'm in a different space, my hat changes, no matter, with what I'm doing and who I'm with, and what that environment entails, the reason why I'm there. And sometimes, there's one particular environment that just pushes your buttons, and you've got to work out why is my button, beg my pardon, my button's being pushed. Is it me? Is it the situation? Is it the situation and the people that I am mixing with at the moment? Are the people that I am mixing with not understanding me, or am I not understanding them? Thank you, Janine. Why is it so? And I know for me, with me at the moment, yesterday by 5:30, I felt, and I'm very honest about how I feel, what's going on for me, because if I'm not honest about my environment, what I'm doing, what I'm learning, where I'm at and who I'm being and what's going on in general, I fully believe that I can't be supporting other people. I can't be walking beside them, and I can't be mentoring them either, unless I'm recognizing my own and doing my own work and my own recognitions about how I need to grow, what I need to change, who I'm being and why am I being that in that particular energy mode, whatever. So I'm very honest in that aspect when I come in here and I talk with my community in here, and I work with other people. So patience is the big thing. So with patience, it's about acknowledgement. And acknowledgement is another word that comes into play with the download with Spirit at the moment. Now, here I am saying I wasn't going to talk a lot, but they get me every week. They get me every week. As soon as I start, it's like, no, Trish, no. We've got a lot to say. There's stuff that you need to express. And when I say stuff, I don't mean stuff in disrespect. It's just how it's explained. There's things to talk about. There's things to acknowledge. There's movement to acknowledge. There's energy to acknowledge. There's people and personalities to acknowledge. And that's where we are all at the moment. So as I say, I'm going through my own personal testing at the moment, and have been for, probably a few days or more. So as I started to say, yesterday was like the peak point for me in amongst all this that's happening for me. So by the time, hello, Maria, how are you? So by the time, 5:30 came yesterday, 5:30 p.m. my time, it was like, I felt like, I'll be honest, I felt very bitter and twisted. I'm honest. I came home and I was very wound up. I'd had a day that was full on with some people, and I felt very wound up, and I was wound up. Hello, everybody. I I was very wound up, and I was more than wound up. I was also angry as well. So, you know, I honored how I felt, and I let the anger come out. And how I let that come out was I just, you know, I ranted and raved to myself. I talked to myself, but it was on an out loud basis. And some of that talk was, you know, the anger came out, the real annoyance about the situation, the people, the environment, the whole bit. And I just let it go. I just let it go. And then I'd sort of calm down a bit, and I'd say to myself, oh, just stop it. Just, you're home now, move on, get over it. It is what it is. You know how to handle it. You know what to do, but now's not the time. Now is the time for you to settle down. You're home now. It's evening time. It's your time. It's rest time. It's relaxation time. It's whatever that time is. But then I kept going and going and going. And I actually, you know, I eventually, and I actually poured myself a glass of wine as well. And I openly admit that too. And had a nice glass of wine and in amongst all this. And the wine wasn't the cure, I know it, but I still enjoyed just having, you know, that bit of wine. Believe me, I didn't drink a bottle and I didn't get drunk. It was just the glass of wine. Now, what happened was, as the night went on, the annoyance was still with me, and it was still within me, with me and within me. But I calmed myself down, but I was still angry. I was still annoyed. But I got involved in doing what I was, you know, doing in the evening and so forth. And I actually know when I went to bed that I went to bed, and when I went to bed, I was still carrying on in my mind about it. And I went to bed and I went, oh my God, like I'm still carrying on. I'm going to bed and I feel angry. And I thought, you know what? Just move on and get over it. It's sleep time, rest time. And I did, and I slept all night long. I know I dreamt. I don't know what I was dreaming about. I know there was stuff going on, as there usually is for me in my sleeping hours. But yeah, that's how I felt. And I woke up this morning and I thought, you know what? Take action. Either stay in there and be impatient, IMPATIENCE, and be angry, ANGRY. Be annoyed, ANNOYED. Why am I spelling these words? I don't know, but this is how this is being delivered. You know, so it was all happening this morning. And then as time went on, and as I say, I got up and I had a nice cup of tea and the day started and so forth. There were two things this morning that were supposed to happen for me. For example, an electrician was supposed to turn up at 8 a.m. today at my place to fix an internal electrical board that needs replacing. There was a phone call that was supposed to come in and it didn't come in. And I thought to myself, oh my God, when is this going to stop? When is this going to stop? Do I have to remain in this space? Until I realized that, you know what? Move on, forget that. Forget it. Forget it. Those two things didn't happen. And when those two things come along, I will just act nonchalant and they will happen. But with the other big thing that's been building over a few days, and yesterday was the heightened of it, I just thought to myself, you know what? It's now beyond patience. It's now beyond make your choice. Either be patient with yourself and what's happening and go through the processes for it to become something better than what the circumstance is at the moment, and with becoming better, becoming bigger, becoming magnificent again. And I thought, okay, that's my choice. So if I go patiently, if I go peacefully, instead of going along kicking and screaming, as they say, my patience will settle. I won't be upset and I won't be annoyed, and I will just go through the processes to getting to the end of it and sorting it out, and for it coming to a result and a level that is how I want the situation to be. So that's the way I look at it. So in there's a lot of patience to be learned. So I'm saying to you now, let me know in here, make some comments if you like about what's pressed your buttons. If your buttons are being pressed, just something, you know, if you want to express something like that, please feel free to express it in the comments, because I like to be interactive. And I know it's hard because you're all seeing my face and I'm doing the talking. And I apologize, I don't have any makeup on today except for a little bit of something, just to take the shine off my face, a bit of powder, so to speak. But I do often come in here like that, And that's part of the patience thing, because it's not about putting on the eye makeup and the lipstick and all the glam. That's part of your patience too. Because sometimes when you're feeling angry, you're feeling annoyed, you're feeling impatient, we'll get all dressed up and we'll go for the makeup. We will I thank you, Maria. We will go for, now you might see me, I'm just going to pop up some comments intermittently while I'm talking too. And also those who I've drawn a card for, I usually pop your names up on the screen so that you can see your name there. But if you don't see your name, please listen out for your name, because there's quite a lot of comments on here now, and it's very hard to go back and forth and find people's names to pop them up on the screen. So again, it's another test of patience, isn't it? Okay. So what was I saying? I've lost track now. I got distracted. We might have to come back to that, mightn't we? I can't remember where that was leading. Spirits just wiped that out. Okay, so yeah, so, share. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Sorry. It's hard to be interactive in here as such, the way, and because I like to interact with people. I like to hear what they've got to say, and I like the bantering. I like the back and forth, and whether each other thinks your opinion or your ideas are incorrect, wrong, I wouldn't do it that way, whatever. When we come together, it's amazing. So if you're seeing each other's comments, which I'm seeing coming up now, thank you, Maria Christina, for catching me live today and enjoying listening to what I'm talking about. Much appreciated. And it's good. I love to hear people's comments, comment on what I'm talking about, what the topic is, what the information is, and the insight is, because Spirit enjoys that too, as well as me. Thank you, Janine. Yes, I am feeling better. Thank you for asking me. I'm very much appreciative of that. And you're actually on my list of readings, Janine, so don't go away, my love. Yeah, and quite often it's good because it helps me when I'm talking about what's going on, but it also gives you insights because I work with energy and I do what I do and I mentor people. I have my soul programs. I do readings. I'm a, crystal therapy practitioner, healing inner child and doing so much stuff that sometimes this is where all the insights come from, is me having these experiences so that I can encourage you guys to get on the road, to get on your journey. So it's hard to be interactive. So that's why I always say, pop your comments up, say anything that you need to say. But I also ask that people are also respectful of each other, seeing each other's comments and brief story or whatever it is that they may say in reply to what I'm talking about when I invite you to do that. So please ensure when you come into my space, as you do everybody else's space, that you're respectful of each other. So if you go to comment against someone's comment, this again is about patience. This is why I'm saying it. You need to be patient with those people because everyone is experiencing life in a very different way to you. Everyone experiences feelings and energy in a very different way to you. It's like grief. Everybody experiences grief differently. Everyone's processes it differently. Even though grief has very common areas and similarities and so on, we are all different in the way we travel through this life. And it's all about how you interact and treat your soul. And that's why I love my soul practitioner courses. So please be respectful and only ever be encouraging to each other. And this is part of your patience lesson as well. Because how many times have you heard yourself say or someone else say through your lifetime, and if you haven't, I'm losing patience with that person because of the way they're talking. I'm losing patience with this person because of the way they're doing things. So just remember, I always say to people, especially when I'm doing readings, look outside the dictionary word of what the dictionary says the word means. And it can mean many different things and can fit in many, many, many ways. Michelle Mendez is in Queensland. She's on my list too. Michelle saying she has learned patience the hard way, but it has taught her to be at peace. And now what will be, what's guided for you will happen. Just just got to trust the universe. Michelle, I do believe that what will be, but you need to make your will be, because you need to be careful with your words and the way you look at it, because if you just allow the will be to be, it may not be the will be that is what you're thinking will be for you. So you need to make sure you're active in your thoughts as well as your movement of your body. You need to be active in your emotions and your thoughts, okay? You need to be doing the work so that your will be is the will be that you know is for you. So what's guided for you will happen. Yeah, you will be guided, but again, universe, spirit, energy, the plan's already all happened there. It's all there. So you need to be doing the work to go along with that guidance. And if you're not active, connected, listening, watching, hearing, smelling, doing, being, manifesting the goodness, you may just miss that guided area and you just may go underneath or over the top or sideways. So we need to be very active. I'm not saying what you're saying is incorrect by any means. I am adding to the depth of it. So I hope you understand that, Michelle. And yes, we do need to trust the universe, but we need to be listening with that trust. Okay, but thank you, Michelle. That's really cool. I like the way you're thinking. Sarah's telling me she has the patience of a saint and she's been tested time and time again in this life. However long do you have to grow this? Sarah, your soul has lived many lives. So now we're getting into the soul stuff. You've had many life experiences. If you've ever heard anything about the Akashic records, and I'm going to be starting doing readings in a moment as well. So just hang in there. However, how long do you have to go through this? You can change how you're traveling at any moment in your life that you choose. Don't sit back and wait for it to change for you, because it won't. You have to be the active component in your life. So your soul has come here again in this life, and if we don't get it right, we just keep coming back and we repeat the pattern. We repeat that the experience is all the same. And when we die, our soul goes along and it takes through the memory of everything we've experienced in this life. And when we're born again into the next life, it comes in our DNA, in the cells of our memory bank of our body, and it really, really does. And this is why we keep repeating. But the moment you stand up and recognize and say, I will not accept all of this anymore, and change the patterns, I suppose you could call it, the minute the lifestyle you're in will change. Okay, the minute it will change. And this is where my soul programs come in. It's about making you live in the now. I delve into the Akashic records. So, I can take you in to look at your Akashic records, and I can go in as well, see where you've been, what your life has been about, who you connected with, the sort of work you did, the type of person you were, and so on. And we gather the information from there and we bring it into this life, and it connects with you. And then all of a sudden you understand why you say and do certain things in this life, because it's repeated from experiences back there. Okay, I've done it myself many times. And I tell you what, a couple of years ago, I delved deep into my Akashic records, and there was so much stuff in there that I connected with why I act and do and have experienced stuff in this life. And it was so healing and so strengthening. And it also made me look at the experiences in this life, why I had them, why they happened, why I allowed them to happen. So there's so much more. But getting back to the basis of it, the minute that you decide you no longer accept the bullshit, and I'm going to be pretty up straight about that, because you can call it bullshit, because it is bullshit sometimes, and it is just because you're too frightened of making the choices you know are right for you. So the moment you step into the fear, and you have to step in it, you have to feel the fear, you have to acknowledge the fear, and you have to feel the pain. But in amongst, whilst you're doing that, you need to know that you are being a courageous being. And through in that fear and being courageous, yes, it will bring up stuff. Yes, you will feel it, but with support, you know that it can't hurt you anymore. And we take what has happened and we turn it into love and positivity. And from that, you learn, okay, this is what I'm changing. Okay, so I hope that helps you. So, Sarah, that really is a bit of a reading for you in a way. Sarah, if you want to connect with me and have a session, my love, send me a private message and we'll set you up a 60-minute session time and we can work through. Okay, so send me a private message, go into my Pathway to Peace. In the blurb there, you can click on my link tree, or you can just go to my Facebook page. Please like, share and follow my page. I haven't mentioned that. I'd love for all of those who haven't already, I'd love you to follow me on Pathway to Peace on my Facebook business page. You can also message me through there and we can connect up to, for you to have a one-on-one 60-minute session, which we do by StreamYard that I'm using here, or Zoom. And I'll give you details to make the payment, and we'll organise the booking time, and we'll get you to that space. Now, it might work out in one session. You might decide I need to do 2 or 3 sessions. It's all up to you. But that's the way that I can guide you, Sarah. All righty. Janine Barber, before I get into some readings, is saying that her buttons are being tested. She has a lot of conversation with herself. I do all the time, so I understand that. She can't turn off her brain. She gets upset and ends up in tears, and then it takes her a long while to pull herself together. That's because what's going on for you may feel fearful. You know you want to move past it, but you are not perhaps maybe feeling strong enough to move past it, or you may not know how to move past it. You may just not know how to handle it, what to look at it. And sometimes you may not even know what the trigger is as to why you're acting and reacting and being the way that you are. So again, Janine, if I can help you in any way, go into my Pathway to Peace business page, like, follow and share if you would, but send me a private message. And, you know, thank you, Sarah. I'll write your name down and I'll have a look when the session's finished, because after this I've got a I've got somebody who I'm doing an interview with for spiritual work. So I'll just write your name down, Sarah, while I think of it, and I'll have a look out for you. So just click on the link there. All right. So yeah. So again, Janine, that's just a quick read for you. You're not the only one. I've been talking to myself for years. Even when there's people around me, I'm still talking to myself. I have out loud conversations all the time because I find sometimes it's the only way that things can come to me and make sense, and I can get the balance. So keep doing it, because there's nothing wrong with it. So Janine, that's a brief little read for you. So Janine, again, if you'd like to connect and book a one-on-one 60-minute session with me, go into my page, like, share and follow it, send me a message, and we'll hook up and we'll sort out a session time, and I'll give you details for the payment of the booking. Because I'm sort of in the midst of changing a few things in my booking system. Please don't go to Pathway to Peace page and try and pick a time and a booking, because that booking system, I can't fix it. It doesn't work properly. Facebook has changed a lot of stuff, so they do make things a little bit difficult. So yeah, and just so you all know, my working days now, I've just changed them today, will be, because I am in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, my reading days will be Mondays and Tuesdays. Okay, Mondays and Tuesdays for those private one-on-one sessions and programs and different things, and some work on a weekend. Okay, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm in Sydney, Australia. I won't be available, but you know, don't panic yourself with that. Just send me a message and we'll sort that all out. And I'll be putting a post up on my Pathway to Peace page either today or tomorrow about the change of when I will be available for this sort of thing, because I'm changing. I have lots of things happening and I have to come to a balance of everything that I do to be available for you. So now I'm going to do pull some cards for these beautiful people who have been patient. And Michelle, I'm going to pop your name up. Michelle is from New Zealand. So they're just going to be quick cards, okay? Remember, we don't have time for brief insights, so you can contact me to book in for your one-on-one readings. My one-on-one sessions for readings and Akashic records and things like that is 145 Australian dollars for 60 minutes. Okay, and when we do them, we have to be spot on when we connect up, because we have to be fair to everybody with their sessions. So if you're thinking you want more than 1 hour, let me know when we have that discussion so I can book the appropriate time for you. I'm looking after the bookings direct myself because I'm trying to get another booking system that I really enjoy using, that's easy, but also easy for my clients to use. So there's lots of things in progress and changing. So anyway, moving on, Michelle, we are going to get down here and we'll just see, because I've got a few people written down already. So Michelle Savi from Wellington, New Zealand, you're next, and then you're now, and Amber McMahon in New Zealand. I think you're in New Zealand too, are you? Just remind me, I had 2 New Zealand ladies, is next. Then Michelle Menz from Queensland, and then I'm going to do the ladies in the USA. So as I do, I will cross you off my list so I know and I don't get confused. Excuse me, I got hair in my mouth. Okay, and then we'll see how much time we have after that. All right. So, Michelle, we're going to draw a card for you, my love. Your card is coming from my Osho deck. As you see, I've already done readings without the cards. Slowing down, turtle. Michelle, you need to check in with yourself. You've lost connection with yourself. You need to slow down. You are, see the turtle there, and the turtle obviously is on the bottom of the riverbed. And see how the grass comes over the turtle there? I hope you can see that clearly, all right, on here. Sorry, I get confused when I'm on the screen, don't I? So see how we've got the grass here and the turtle is sort of under the cover of the grass on the bottom of the river, so to speak. But when I look at the card, there's no water. It's dry, riverbed. So what's going on? Why is your riverbed dried up? Okay? Because you're giving way too much of yourself. You're worn out and you're tired. So you need to stop this. You need to allow other people to take responsibility for themselves. Otherwise, you're going to be this poor old turtle walking around the dry riverbed for so long. And it's just, you're going to become more than worn out. You're going to become so completely disconnected that it'll be hard to find your way back. So let's invite the water back into your river. Let's get the life back into you is what they're saying. So you need to do the work. You need to be brave because you love to help people. You love to support them, but you've got to learn to stop doing everything for everybody else and to stop doing their thinking, stop making their decisions and stop getting so involved because other people need to do their own life and you need to be coming in and doing yours. Hope you can see that, Michelle. I hope that makes sense. If you want to pursue anything further, as I say, you can contact me to have a one-on-one. I hope that helps you, Michelle. Hope that helps you, my love. So the next person I'm going to read for is, excuse me, my hair is in my face. The next person I'm going to read for is, I think it was Amber. Let me just double check I've got the right name because, yes, Amber, yeah, Amber McMahon from New Zealand as well. All right, so Amber, your name is up on the screen, my love. I'll just give the cards a little shuffle. Okay. And remember, when I read for you, any information, if it doesn't make sense, don't even worry about it. Just let it go. Just let it flow, let it go, because at the right time, the information, the penny will drop and it will make sense and you will understand it and you will connect with it. If you don't connect now and you push it, it will just get in your way and you'll never connect with it. So always, there you go. Spirit has just said, remind them. It's about patience. Spirit's very cheeky. You know, I come in every time and go, I'm just going to do readings and it never happens. They won't let me just do readings. Okay, Amber, your card from the same deck. We are the world. We are the world. You are very passionate about universe. You're very passionate about bringing people together, and you're very passionate about the planet per se. So you're very passionate, they're saying, about rubbish in the world. So it's almost, just to describe it, you're one of these people that love to see the beaches cleaned up. You love to see people, you know, get the potato sack and go and pick up the rubbish. Keep our beaches clean is what they're saying. All right. So Amber, they're saying for you to just keep up the good work, but make sure you've got the people who are joining you are the right people. If there's anyone judging you for this, anyone making fun of you, don't worry about it, because you can still be we are the world, because that's who you are. So they're saying that you need to start to acknowledge yourself and acknowledge your goodness for the things that you do and the way you feel about the planet itself. You've been put here to do the work. Keep doing the work and follow up every avenue that comes to you that you feel is worth following up, because you make the time to be there. You really do. But in between time, don't forget the responsibilities to self, to picking up your own rubbish. And I'm sure you'll understand what that means. Now, that your own rubbish in your own backyard is not necessarily because you're hoarding or you're messy and you're throwing things around. It's your own yard within your soul, within your being. So you've got to be doing your own emotional and spiritual cleanup is what they're saying. All right, Amber, I hope that makes sense to you. Michelle from here. Oops, got to get on the right, Michelle. Michelle Menz from Queensland. I'm going to draw you a card. Now, after Michelle, I'm going to read for Susan Cavlin, I think it is. Forgive me if I've pronounced your name. Yes, it is Carlin, beg my pardon, Carlin, who is in Golden in the US. You will be next, and after that, I will read for Temmie Little, who is in the US. All right, so hang in there, girls. Let me know what time it is over there. It's Wednesday, the 9th of March, and it's 3:39 p.m. in the afternoon here. So you're probably, I would imagine I have a nephew who lives in Ohio, so it's probably Monday evening or late Monday evening or something over there, or early hours Tuesday morning. I'm not real sure. I lose track of time. So anyway, I'm going to draw Michelle Mendez a card from this beautiful deck. It's a Doreen Virtue deck. Even though Doreen doesn't do these anymore, I still have some decks that I enjoy. I haven't used this deck for a while, so I connected with the energy. And Michelle, your card from the deck is Life Experience with Archangel Shamiel, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. Here you are in the garden, and we'll call that, I hope you can see that. I'll have to put it forward because there's a bit of reflection on my screen, and I want you to be able to see that clearly. Forgive me if I cover my face. I'm trying to get into the right light for you. So see the beautiful Archangel Shamiel in that garden of beautiful Eden, and see the castle up the back. Can you see that? But what I want you to really look at is look at the gardens, look at the butterflies that are in there. Life is waiting for you. This particular life event is where you finally stand up and you say to the world, no more. I do not accept how I'm living and how people are treating me. You have so many wonderful things going on for you, and they implore you. There's also study involved here. I'm not sure what the study is, so I'm not sure whether you're actually studying or you help other people to study. It's not very clear. But then, as I said, that I heard from Spirit helping people study. And I can only express to you what I'm hearing and seeing, smelling and knowing from Spirit. So I hope that makes sense. So there's a big life event coming, and that's going to be a big change in your career, but you need to connect with it. You need to grab it, and you need to grab the bull by the horns, and you need to run with it, because if you don't, it's going to bypass you. It's gone. See, the card's gone. If I bring it back, it's in your life. And this is what your Garden of Eden is, and this is what the Archangel is here to support you with. Okay? And it goes along with the words, it's time to spread your wings. You've been holding yourself back for way too long. Have confidence in what you know. Have confidence in your skills and abilities, so to speak. Okay? And get on with it. Don't let anyone tell you any different. All right, Michelle? Hope that makes sense to you, my friend. Hope that makes sense. All righty. Susan Carlin in the US. Are you there, my love? I hope so. Hope you're there. Hope you're there. Let me have a look down here, just see what's coming in. Monday night, 9:43 p.m. Yay, I guessed right. Woohoo. I'm clever, aren't I? Well, I seem to think I am. Okay, Susan Carlin in the US, my love. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody who's on here today. And as I say, I'm sure you all understand that not everyone can have a reading. And I hope you all understand that I do like to read for people who have not connected with me here before. I try to keep it fair where I see new people, and this is who I read for. Okay, this is who I read for. So if you're coming on and you're people who follow me all the time, I do feel blessed that you're there following me, but I do like to share the readings with people who have just joined for the first time or people who I haven't read for, because I get to know who comes in. I know the energy of them. So I hope you will all understand. And if you don't get one this time, hang in there, because there's always going to be another time. Suzanne in US. Woohoo! What have you got, girl? The wheel, Archangel Michael. He's so strong and powerful. A time of positive energy. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. And they're saying, through the energy of this card, you're going to feel like you've won lotto. Doesn't necessarily mean it's dollars, but for you it's going to feel like lotto, because as one door... They're saying as one door closes, another door opens. Sorry, I'm sorry. Again, the part of my face is covered, but I need to do that for reflection. I'll come in a bit closer so you can see those beautiful muscly arms of Archangel Michael. He has got you in his arms, in his strength, in his courage. Okay? All right? He's holding you, but you need to listen. You need to listen. Okay, you need to listen. Please listen. All right, please listen. Okay, you can go forward big time. You've got some big things on the horizon, and it's about you. It's about family. It's about home, but it's also about nourishment. Okay, they're just mentioning nourishment. They need you to nourish your body. You need to not only nourish your emotional self, but you need to nourish your physical being. So they're saying that they want you to look at diet. They want you to look at what you drink. They're saying that you need to drink more water. You need to drink more clear fluid. So fluid that is not interactive of any other product in it is what they're saying, okay? Because you don't have enough of it. They want you to connect up with your kidneys, because your kidneys are part of your life source. This is what they're saying. And only you will know what this means. Okay, so I'm just giving you that information. And look at the diet. Look at what's coming in, because there is some emotional eating going on. Okay, there is someone in your life that's putting pressure on as well. And without going right into that, because there's not enough time, but I can feel the pressure. I can feel the person. I can feel the energy. This person is a male figure standing behind me, and he is putting the pressure on you. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. So if you want to pursue that more, Susan, please contact me, my love. And thank you so much for being in here. So now I need to move to Tammy Little in the USA. Michelle Mendez is just saying, I'll just pop her comment up for a moment because it's easier for me to read. Michelle's telling me, okay, she's saying her reading very much connected. She's just started taking herself to the top of the list to care for and nurture and make sure she's happy. Long time coming. She's always put herself last, but it's her turn to come first. And thank you very much. Yay for spirit. We got it, girls. We got it. Okay, let's go for Tammy, who's also saying it's Monday evening where she is. Hello, Tammy. And I'm loving the power coming out of these cards. So let's see what Tammy's got. Now, there are a few people coming in saying they're newbies on here. I do recognize a lot of the names. I have been in before. I had a couple of months break and I just started back in here last week. I have been in spiritual events directories for a few months, had a break over Christmas, January, and I've come back in. I also do readings in Spirit Readings platform on here as well on a Thursday night. So keep watching, keep catching me. Go in and like, share and follow my Pathway to Peace page, because what I may do tomorrow, because I'm sort of rearranging things. I know I said Monday and Tuesday my days, but I am actually home tomorrow. So for those who are on here the first time watching me, go in, like, share and follow my business page. Okay, then send me a private message and say, Trish, I watched you on SED yesterday afternoon. If you go in and do that, I will come in here tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock and I will connect and I will do just readings and I will do quick card readings tomorrow. So you might catch me then. Anyway, Tammy Little, we need to draw a card for you, my love, because you may want to go to bed soon. Tammy, your card is Archangel Raziel, the Magician. You are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. Now, this goes along to connect with something that I was saying to somebody before, where you know that things need to change and you know things do change, but it's about, well, how do they change? And this card is telling you to be active, for you to do it. You know, the magician can perform, the magician or a magician, any magician, can perform tricks, right? They can do card tricks. They can do tricks with physical objects, illusion of the eye. There's so much. A magician can even play with your mind, but they're not actually playing with your mind. You're giving yourself over to that moment to listen, to be present. That's the way I look at it. And we need to be careful who we let play with our mind, of course. But this is just an explanation for you. So what they're saying is you need to create your own magic. You know, as I was saying, leading into, for you and for anyone else this applies to, a magician can only do his tricks and it can only work well with practice. And the only way it can work well with practice is to be present and do the work. So it's the same for us as individuals, as being as souls. We need to be doing the work. If you start doing the work, you've got Archangel Raziel on your side. He'll help you to become the magician in your life. Okay? If you want to become the magician in your life, he's there to help you. You only need to ask. But what he's telling you is you need to be present. You need to be active. You need to just stop wishing it to happen. You need to make it happen. Tammy, I hope that makes sense to you, my love. Okay, so now we're going to go to Amanda in Townsville. Then after Amanda, it'll be Lisa John in Tasmania, and then it will be Janine Barber. So if you're there, I hope you are present. I'll just find Amanda Bell. Here she is, Amanda. Alrighty, Amanda, I'm going to go back to the Osho card. Oh, I nearly threw them all on the floor. Oh, my hair's in my face today, isn't it, girls and boys? Okay, so Amanda, a card for you, Amanda, in beautiful Townsville. I bet it's quite warm and humid down here, so it's probably is up there too, up in the tropics. Okay, let me see. Just let me give these another shuffle for Amanda. And your card is awareness. You're a very deep spiritual person, but you need to allow it to happen. If you don't know how to do that, let me know. I can mentor you along to learn it. But see how there's two of you? You're at the front and then you've got like the really big shadow. This is because you're in between. It's almost like you're in between the realms of the spiritual energy and connections and learnings that you have had, that you are having and you want to have. Okay? See behind you? And it's almost like, oh, what they're saying is like you caught so remember, I'm reading the energy that they allow me to read about you, And the card is just the prompt for you to see and to understand. And when I hold the card up, it all comes in from spirit, because I am a mind-to-mind connection person. That's how I connect with spirit. That's where all the information comes from. I don't actually physically read the whole reading from the card. They're just a tool. Okay, so hope everyone can understand that. So you're coming into your awareness, but you've still got a lot of work to do. You've got a long way to go. So see the shadow behind you there? See how you're like long and thin and your aura is extending up, but you're quite thin? This is because you've got to allow yourself to expand. You've got to allow yourself to open. And that's what the shadow is behind you. Okay, that shadow behind you is you, just waiting to pounce, so to speak, and become as one. So you need to come into trust, is what they're saying. Just trust that you have knowledge. Trust that you are a strong. You're welcome, Tammy. Trust that you are a strong soul and you can do this, and your awareness is going to grow. But you need to be doing the work. It's another one. You need to be doing the work. And look, we're always doing the work, all of us. There's always that, like I explained to you today, how I was feeling, what's going on for me, how I need to act, react, solve, move on, change it, all the rest of it. That's all part of our learning every day, every day. None of us are immune. None of us, none of us are immune. So, Amanda, I hope that makes sense to you. If you want to pursue that more, as I say, please let me know. Lisa in Tasmania. Lisa, I have you on the list. Lisa. I'll see if I can find you here, Lisa. Just bear with me, everybody. Okay, I can't see you there, but Lisa John in Tasmania or Hobart. Okay, Lisa, there's your name. Hop on and say hi if you are still here. Michelle is saying it was beautiful listening to you. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. I enjoy having everybody here, being here with me. Susan saying totally. Thanks so much. Spot on. Love. Much love to you too, my love. Much love to you. Okay, so Lisa, hopefully you're still there. If you're not, I'm going to pull your card anyway. So I know sometimes people get called away to do things. Lisa, your card's coming from the Osho deck as well. Guilt. Drop the guilt. Oh, my God, look what you're doing to yourself. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. It's a real brief insight for you, but stop it. Why are you feeling so guilty about wanting to be you, about you wanting to be well, about you honoring yourself, about you doing things that make you happy, even if it is simple as doing your crochet and knitting on a Sunday afternoon or reading a book, having a good cup of tea, a coffee, or a glass of wine? Why do you feel so guilty? Because you're allowing everybody around you to make you feel guilty. And see what it's doing to you. You are at your wit's end. Now, I'm sounding really the energy about you. I'm feeling it all, and I'm feeling quite angry. And this is the stage that you're at, and the card's showing it too. I'll put that over my face because I want this to be you. Stop. Say no. Look at that picture and see all the other, how you're holding your head, but it looks like there's other hands holding onto you. That's everybody else having the grip on you in this life, and you need to stop that from happening. Please stop. Okay? If you don't know how to stop, let's get you going on learning how to. Contact me and we can have a session. All righty? Please stop this from happening. Otherwise, if you're not already feeling it, you're going to start feeling really unwell, because you are actually now, as that card even shows you, I can feel it. You are at burnout, and it's that burnout that I'm feeling into you, that you don't even want to be present anymore, as in you don't want to talk anymore. You don't want to express yourself anymore, for fear that if you open your mouth, that's what's going to happen to you. Now, what did I do with the bloody card? Oh, I've put the card back in the deck. I just wanted to show it to you. Sorry, I just swore then. But yeah, what did I do with the card? Don't know. It'll take me all day to find it. So as per that card, really holding onto your head, and you've got these hands coming over, and they're just digging their claws into you, and they're holding you down. And it's like, get off me, stop. You need to throw your hands up in the air. You need to push them off, okay? Get rid of them and say, back off. just because you want me to be doing everything for you doesn't mean I have to anymore. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I've had enough. And now I'm going to move forward looking after me in love. I will still help people. I will still be there. I will still love you all. But you need to be doing it for yourself. Stop making me responsible for you, because I am now going to be responsible for me. They're saying you need to stand your ground. Hope that makes sense for you, my love. And that was Lisa John in Tasmania. Janine Barber, hope you're there. You're going to be my last reading, my love. I've got a lot of people here from Canada and US today. Woohoo! Tune in tomorrow. Again, if you can, guys, 3 p.m., but on my Pathway to Peace page. Now, so in the spiel there, or actually what I'll do is I'll give Janine Barber her reading. Just bear with me. I just want Janine, I'm not going to go into anything in particular with love or business. Sorry, I've got the wrong name there. Kathy Dixon. That's because I saw your name down and I was starting to tell you what I was saying. So I apologize. Janine, there's your name if you're still with us. I'm just going to go back here and I'm going to show this on the screen. I hope everybody can see it. So Janine Barber, your reading is next, but I've just popped up the spiel that I did put up at the beginning of my show, telling you my name, the link to join my community, and the link which is called Linktree, where you can, find me on Instagram, my Pathway to Peace website, my Pathway to Peace Facebook page. All right. So go in and click the link for my community. Go in there now, and then I will come in here live at 3 p.m. tomorrow. So what I want to see is the people who have come in here tonight from US in particular and Canada, connect with me at 3 p.m. Sydney, New South Wales, Australia time again tomorrow. Go in and like my community page, send me a message, tell me your name, the country you're from, okay? And then come into my 3 p.m. live tomorrow and I will pull you a card, okay? And then down the line, book in for a reading. Don't be shy. Book in for a one-on-one. It's the best way because Timothy Jackson is saying, Natalie Bibb, I'm here. I've got no idea what Timothy Jackson's talking about. But, if you're going to see scammers on here, block them straight away. If you see them, go in and block them whilst you're watching my live. And I'm going to block this one because I don't know why he needs to tell somebody he's here, because I don't know the reason behind that. So just be careful. If anyone's saying words like Natalie Bibb, I'm here, I can't even see Natalie Bibb on here. I don't know who Natalie is. I don't remember seeing her name, but she may be here somewhere, not saying she's not. And also people come in and say, oh, contact me for your reading, inbox me for your reading, message me for your reading. They're scammers and they're going to want your money, and they'll take your money and then they'll run and you'll never get anything out from them. Okay, so please be careful. All right. Okay, so the next reading that I want to do is Janine, as I said. And quickly what I'm going to do is put that there for the second. Then I'm going to take it off, go back to the beginning of my show, get in there. And we'll get it going, and I'll see you at 3 p.m. again tomorrow, everybody from overseas. Don't forget, go through the Pathway to Peace page, send me a message, let me know, and we'll take it from there. All righty. So, Janine. Yes, Janine is here. Woohoo. Yay, Janine. Putting the link up. You're very welcome, my love. You're very welcome. So, Janine, I'm going to pull you. No, actually, you need to come out of these cards. Pull you a quick card, and then I have to say good afternoon and good evening to the overseas watchers. 10 of air, the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change. Expect things to get better now, recovering from an addiction. Okay. I hope you understand that. Look at the beautiful, well, they're not horses, they're unicorns. You too can ride on these unicorns and see the horses are the beautiful white, the yellowy colours, the lighty tan colours. They're all the light colours. So they're the colours that the heart enjoys. When we see these colours, they're light and they're loving, and it's like it clears all the debris out the way. This is what these horses are denoting for you, clearing the debris, the end of a difficult situation. You've needed to make decisions, beg my pardon, and it's been decisions about relationships. And I'd like to congratulate you for the decisions that you're now making. They are wise decisions. And why are they wise? Because they're the decisions that will make you feel healthier on all levels. And this is what we're looking for. We want you healthy on all levels, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, because you also feel your waistline has been expanding as well. Wow, having all of our waistlines expanded over the last 12 months for all sorts of reasons, with stress, more time on our hands. Oh, what's in the fridge to eat? What's in the cupboard? So please take note of that. To you, you may feel like it's really expanded. It probably has expanded, but please be sensible about that expansion. Okay, so in other words, don't beat yourself up. Okay, so you can get on these beautiful unicorns anytime in this beautiful garden and fly. So congratulations on the decisions that you're making and the recognition that it has taken you to get to make those decisions. They are beautiful cards. 10 of air. So breathe the air. See how beautiful and light the card is? Can you see the lightness in the card, Janine? Look at the air. It's like it's early morning misty, okay? And you know when you're in that early morning sunrise, it feels fresh, it feels new. It's like the autumn and the spring where you've still got that bit of moisture in the air and it just feels divine. Like there's no feeling like it. So I hope that helps you. All right, all my beautiful, beautiful soul community in here. I am going to have to say good afternoon to everyone here in Australia, to all of those from overseas, wherever you may be. It's either morning or it's evening, so good morning or good night. I ask that you all take care of yourselves, that you all know that you are worthy and that you are loved and you are worthy of being worthy and you are worthy of being loved unconditionally. But remember, it starts with self. Okay, it's not up to everybody else to give it. What is my page name again? Hold on, Tammy, don't go away, anybody. I'm going to quickly grab that for you. I'm going to pop it up here. Hold on one sec, everybody. Sorry, technology gets me sometimes. Let me get up here. I know I disappeared. It's the only way I can get it to go in here. There you go, everyone. I'm just popping it up. Okay, so there it is. My name is Trish Murray, certified soul coach practitioner. Please join my community. I've given you the link. So you can go in, like, share, follow, and we will see you all again soon. And I'll be in Pathway to Peace tomorrow, just as a special occasion at 3 p.m. Sydney, New South Wales, Australia time. Okay, so for now, everybody, blessings. Thank you.